So when I came across Lean Startup back in 2011 when Eric launched their book, I was like, oh my God, I mean, this is everything I wanted to, do. This is everything, that I've been asking these, my technical guys to do. And he very nicely structured the whole thing and put it in a sort of in a theoretical way, if you think about it.
Yeah.
For somebody who are new to Lean Startup approaches, could you explain what that is?
Sure. Well, basically, what I really like about Lean Startup is that it actually brings in the scientific method into actually creating a startup and developing your startup. And it's basically about moving away from sort of the traditional idea of you have an entrepreneur and this entrepreneur had this a really grand vision and then you go all in on that grand vision, right? Whereas Lean Startup and the Lean Startup methodology is all about actually being open for the fact that you don't really know anything.
Right.
And you have maybe assumption about things, but in order to create in order to create knowledge out of these assumptions, what you need to do is actually get out of the building, you need to test things, you need to interact with customers, with partners, etc., etc. See, first of all, is this value proposition that we have relevant? And then in the second stage, can we actually build a business model around that value proposition? So for me, that's basically what Lean Startup is about. And what you do here is that you conduct various experiments, interviews, whatever you do. You get data from that, and then you analyze that data, and then you see, okay, what do we need to change? How do we need to pivot here? And so forth. What is our next step based on the information, the data that we have? And that's fundamentally the same thing as the scientific method. And obviously the scientific method has been working pretty well for the world for the past 300 years. Yeah. So based on that, there's no reason to believe that Lean Startup shouldn't be working either.
And I think we also have to credit Steve Black.
Yeah.
He was one of the masterminds behind writing the book as well.
Yeah.
I think he helped Eric a lot.
Yeah.
We worked together very closely.
Yeah, I mean, both of them has contributed a lot to this. I mean, not just with books and articles, but with seminars and interviews and consulting and whatnot. So, I mean, they contributed tremendously.
So it is sort of like, Lean Startup has become sort of like the Bible to build companies now, if you think about it.
Yeah. But then again, I mean, it's not that surprising because, you use the scientific method to do science and you can use Lean Startup to develop your startup. So.
Absolutely.